So we've got the old 410 out the safe because we're going to be shooting some rifled slugs in this thing. This 410 has never been used to shoot rifle slugs in. So I have 3 different types of slugs I'll be testing over the next 3 weeks. And today we're going to start with these Winchester SuperXs. This is a 3-inch 410 rifled slug. It has a 1/4 ounce slug in it, and it's moving at 1,800 feet per second. That means it would generate about the same energy at 50 yards as a 357 Magnum would generate out of a handgun at 25 yards. So conceivably, we could take deer with this. It would be good coyote load, fox load, something like that. So we're looking for about a 2.5-inch group at 50 yards. And that'll be plenty good enough because 50 yards is going to be our max range for these probably. Here we have the shell breakdown for the Winchester SuperX 3-inch 410 rifled slugs. The box claims these are a 1/4 ounce, and when we weigh this rifled slug, we come up with a 1/4 ounce. This particular rifle slug is 41 caliber. It has a lead hardness of 9, meaning that it's probably a 25-to-1 lead tin alloy. The rifling is nice and sharp. You can see where I mangled it a little bit when I pulled it. These things claim to be hollow points. Really, that's just a little divot in the end. And this is soft lead, and it's going to flatten out when it hits anything, regardless of whether it's got that divot or not. We have the cavity in the back that helps it to expand to touch the shotgun barrel. Underneath the slug itself, we find a cardboard wad, followed by what appears to be a wooden filler. Then we have a plastic wad that acts as a gas check over top of a small disc type powder. Like I always say, we could weigh this charge, but it does us no good because we don't know what kind of powder that is. Let's check out the shell. And we can see the writing is pretty much non-existent straight out of the box. Winchester could do a better job with this. This is a roll crimp shell. You can see the roll crimp I cut off. So you would be able to see that it is a rifled slug. And the head stamp tells us this is a Winchester 410. But still, we kind of would like the writing to be on the shell, at least when we take it out of the box. Alright, let's check out the box. It says Winchester SuperX. We have a picture of a deer. It says it's for deer hunting right there. It's velocity 1,800 feet per second. On the top here, we also have the same specifications. This way we can store this thing in multiple ways and know what we have in the box. On this side, we have Olin's information along with the product code up there in the upper right-hand corner of the box. On the underside, we also have the specifications. So we have the specifications on 3 sides, which is very nice. On this side here, we have the barcode. It says 5 shotgun shells. And on the back, we have our legalese. So there we go. There's the shell breakdown for the Winchester SuperXs. Now, let's go on out to the range and see what kind of group we can get out of these rifled slugs. Alright, so here we have our Browning pump shotgun in 410. This is a 3-inch chambered 410. Has a 26-inch barrel. And this is what we'll be using these Winchester SuperXs in. And up there we have a full choke. Some people say not to shoot rifle slugs in a full choke, but I don't want to change this choke. That's the choke that lives in this gun for the most part. And so I'm looking for something that will perform in the choke that usually stays in this gun. Alright, let's shoot these SuperXs and see what happens. So we're shooting a 5-shot group. And we're shooting for groups. We're not shooting for a for bullseyes because we're testing a couple more of these 410 rifled slugs. We're looking for a good rifled slug for this particular shotgun. All right, here we go. We're going to send these Winchester SuperXs down there 50 yards. All right, last one. All right, let's go down there and check out this group and see if these Winchester SuperXs will make a good predator or even a deer load. All right, so here's a group from the Winchester SuperXs. Here's the box. These are a 3-inch 410 load. They have a 1/4 ounce rifled slug in them, and they're moving at 1,800 feet per second. That means they're generating about the same energy here at 50 yards that a 357 Magnum would generate at 25 yards. Up here, we have 4 of the shots within about 2.5 inches. This is a fine group because 50 yards is the max, really, for a 410 slug for a deer size game anyway. Unfortunately, we have one down here at 4.5 inches. I suspect that this is a flyer that was caused by me, not by the shell. So right now, I'd say that being that I'm pretty sure I did this, the group is about 2.5 inches. We adjust the shotgun down the point of aim. I believe we'd have a fairly good rifled slug. So until next time, y'all stay safe in the deer woods, and God bless. And let's get this mosquito right here. Got him.